Hey gamers, do you like an autistic person or think an autistic person likes you? Well, you come to the right place because I want to share from an autistic person's perspective what it means to show signs that you are interested in someone like romantically. Because we express our feelings very differently than neurotypical slash normal people in multiple ways, but especially when it comes to like this type of situation. So yeah, let's just get right into it, shall we? I'm gonna be showcasing 5 signs that an autistic person likes you, whether they be a guy or a girl or whatever they identify as. The first sign is if they are sharing their special interest with you. If you don't know what a special interest is, it's basically an intense interest an autistic person has. A thing you really care about and are very passionate about. It could be, the stereotype of trains, or it could be video games, it could be TV shows. But if they're sharing that interest with you, maybe because you shared a similar interest, like, oh yeah, I like video games, and then they start talking to you about these tons of different video games and these franchises and the history of them. I think that's a clear sign that they like you, because we are kind of hard to open up to many people. And if we open up this part of ourselves, which is a big part of our personalities, it shows that we at least trust you. And I think it's a clear sign that we like you to some extent. The second sign is if they're in close proximity to you a lot of the time. Maybe they are not directly talking to you, but they're always there nearby. They want to be in your presence. This could be because many autistic people, we have trouble talking with others. Having anxiety is a common thing along with autism. Being a little bit antisocial, struggling with social cues, that's for sure. So we might not communicate with you directly, but we do want to be in your presence. And if you see them all the time, like nearby, say you're in school and you're at the cafeteria, I think it shows that they are interested to you and or your personality to some extent. The third sign is if they're trying to go out of their way to do normal, neurotypical people things. Many autistic people, we struggle with doing stuff such as making eye contact, maybe being a little bit touchy-feely, hugging, holding hands, even high fives. But if they're trying to make an effort to do these things with you, that shows that they care about you and they want to show that they like you like any other normal person does, even though it might come off awkward. Like if they stare at you maybe for too long, or they don't know how to hug you, it at least shows a clear effort on their part. The fourth sign is if they give you some meaningful type of presents. If they are presents specific to that person, like maybe they offhand mention that, oh, they like cars and one model in particular during a conversation or something, and the next day this autistic person gives them a picture of the car model they talked about the previous day or something. If they are very specific of things that you maybe offhand mentioned, that shows that they are thinking about you. Because autistic people, we tend to have relatively good memories, at least in some cases. We remember details that other people don't. So if you mention something offhand, it will come back for you, and they will show that they care about you with these specific gifts. Not just like, oh, here's flowers or here's candies. If it's something you care about personally, like drawing, for example, you can expect something like that. And the fifth and probably most important point is if they directly tell you. Now, this might sound like weird, but a lot of autistic people, we don't like to try to figure out signs of people. We don't want to try to interpret people's words or facial expressions, for example. Oh, do they hate me? Do they like me? We don't really do that. Most of us are fine telling you straight out, hey, we like you. Or even if you start dating or whatever, we don't try to like drop hints on stuff like, oh, if they're interested in giving you a kiss, they would just tell you straight up, most likely, hey, I want to kiss you. Is that okay? I want to hold your hand. We are more likely to give out verbal confirmation, like we want something. And if you ask us straight up, do you like us? Maybe we'll be a little bit nervous because we're like, but we will tell you straight up that, yeah, we like you, because we don't like to be guessing from others. So we would like to say what we feel instead, so no one misinterprets what we say like we do with normal people, if that makes sense. So those are the 5 signs that an autistic person might like you. Of course, it's not guaranteed, but I think with autistic people, we are far more likely to like you if we do any of these signs compared to a neurotypical person, you know, because if you see videos talking about signs a neurotypical normal person does to like you, like, you know, twirl their hair or, you know, look at you and then look away, you know, that could be for multiple reasons. They could be twirling their hair because they're bored, or they could be looking in your direction because maybe you're doing something weird, you know. But with these signs, I think it's far more likely we are interested in you. But even if we are, it is important to respect boundaries and preferences that, you know, we have. It's a tough world for us autistic people. And when we like someone, it can be rough for multiple reasons. Maybe we feel like people might not accept us for who we are, or it might push us out of our comfort zone more than we are used to. So it's important to be mindful that even if they like you or you like them, you know, you gotta be respectful and you gotta be patient with our issues and struggles. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this different type of video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, play some Xenoblade, and I'll catch you all next time for more. Peace. Bye, everyone.